Hi everybody, welcome to Theo and Olaf. My name is Irene. With me is Olaf, our Samoyed doggy. And we want to wish you all a happy holiday season. As the year draws to a close, we want to look back at 2023, talk about our highlights, and then talk about our goals for next year in 2024. 2023 was a pretty eventful year for us as a family and also for the Theo and Olaf brand. So on YouTube, we uploaded just under 30 videos. We finally reached 1,000 subscribers, and on Instagram, we have now over 10,000 followers. So we thank you so much for the support. It means the world to us that you would come along on our journey. We see every like, every comment, and we appreciate your support so much. This year, we also launched our digital newsletter and our website. You can tell that now Theo and Olaf has a new professional look and feel with new colors, and we're very proud of it. So we hope that you like those as well. So the main highlight for our family this year was moving up from California to Washington in the spring. We also did plenty of road trips and outings along the way. So we've been to Bend, Oregon and to Central Oregon in the spring. And we also been to Yosemite, where Olaf got to shoot some photos for Yosemite Conservancy. And then in the summertime, we got to do Bark in the Park. And that's an event where you can bring your dog to the ballpark and they can watch a baseball game with you. So Olaf had a great time watching the Mariners play. Now let's talk about our pets and how they're doing. So Theo is doing pretty well. Obviously, you don't see him as much in our videos this year. Last year, we asked you all if you want to see a balance of cat and dog content, and most of you said you wanted to see more dog content, but still keep the name Theo and Olaf. But Theo is doing very well. He's pretty much a homebody these days. He's been on a few trips with us, and overall, he is fine. At Airbnbs, he does pretty well if he's kept in the room with the door open, he's not locked in. When we stay at Eric's parents, for instance, and he gets his own room, he feels pretty trapped and he doesn't do very well. So he needs a little bit of more space to explore, but generally we keep Theo at home so he's more comfortable. Theo has also adjusted pretty well to our new home. At first, he was pretty scared and would hide in his cat tree a lot, but once we got our couch in the living room a few months later, that was a major game changer. Theo would come out more often, he would hang out on the couch, he would even sit on our laps, which didn't happen before. So overall, Theo's a pretty happy kitty, and he tries to stay warm as much as possible in the chillier Washington weather. Olaf has done pretty well this past year as well. He's already made so many new Sammy friends in Washington, and he has play dates pretty often. Olaf also did a board and train in the summer, and that went pretty well. Olaf's reactivity has improved a lot. Granted, he still gets pretty barky around dog parks and in new environments when he's really excited, but overall it's improved a lot. We can now generally take him on walks and walk past other dogs without an issue. And his loose leash walking is also pretty good. The other major thing that happened with Olaf this year is that he got neutered. And that operation went pretty smoothly. Olaf healed pretty well, and he's pretty much the same dog as before. He's still pretty energetic. He's not really calm per se. One major thing we noticed is that Olaf is a lot hungrier than before, so we've had to give him a lot more food than usual these days. But overall, Olaf is a pretty happy and fluffy boy. Olaf has also had a few cool partnerships this year. He is now a rep for Ann Mutz & Company, and they specialize in cute dog bandanas. Olaf is also a rep for Wild and Fresh Treats, and we talked about them before in another video, but they specialize in single ingredient proteins for your dog. And finally, Olaf is a bark ranger for Yosemite, and Olaf is basically a role model for how to adventure responsibly with your dog in Yosemite. Finally, let's talk about our goals for 2024. One major thing is that we want to sustain Olaf's training and continue to work on his reactivity. So we want to work on bringing Olaf more out to public, making him more comfortable in busier areas, taking him to the inside of stores, shops. And we know that will take time. It's not something that just comes overnight. And for Theo, we want to get him just more comfortable in general, maybe having him explore outside a little bit more on a harness, but we won't push that on him. We'll let him go at his own pace. The other thing we want to do too is to provide more enrichment activities for Olaf. Last year we had a goal of having him do some scent work, maybe take an agility class, And as some of you know, we tried to place him into an agility class, but that was a failure. So we'll probably just try something else on our own, maybe get an agility set for at home or at the park so he can try that out and just experiencing something fun. And lastly, we also want to provide more value to you as our audience. So we launched our newsletter this year and our website, and we want to provide more resources for you. That includes digital resources that you can easily access and refer to for doggy training tips and such. And lastly, we want to figure out partnerships that would work for us in a more sustainable manner. As many of you know, this isn't our full-time job, creating content for Theo and Olaf, managing the videos and talking to all of you. So we want to be able to create content in a sustainable way. So we'll be looking out for brand partnerships that make sense to us so that we can continue to make content for you. And with that, we also want to ask you if there's anything you want to see from us in terms of content for next year. Do you want to see more cat videos? Do you want to see more training tips, product reviews? We love your input. So thank you again for following along on our journey. We really appreciate it for all your support. We know 2024 is going to be a great year and you'll be a part of it too. So thank you again for watching. As always, if you enjoy this content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.